All right, everyone, welcome to another video from the Redneck and P&I. So guys, we've been pretty busy. I've got a few stories I'm going to tell today about kind of what we've been up to. Some of it's been good, some of it's been bad, but turned out okay. But hey, here we go. So I guess the first thing I'm going to talk about is my Starlink. So I bought my Starlink, it's been almost 3 years ago. And of course, at that time, the latest and greatest was the Gen 2 antenna and modem and all that kind of stuff. Well, the other night, me and Christine were sitting there watching Nuremberg, the movie, which is a great movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch it. And then try to apply those lessons of what happened, years ago, 80 years ago, to what's going on in present time. And it might make you think about a few things. But anyway, we were watching the movie and the credits were rolling and we had just finished it. So me and Christine pick up our phones to check them before we go to bed. Come find out the internet's out. And then the TV freezes up. I'm like, man, what's going on? And guys, it's summertime here, or on the verge of being summertime here in our neck of the woods in the Philippines. So the weather was not an issue. Usually I don't have any problems with my Starlink unless it is like a really bad rainstorm or something like that. And this was not the case. So I waited for a little bit and it never came back. And I noticed that we weren't even getting the Wi-Fi signal. And I'm like, man, this can't be good. So I go upstairs and I check my modem and the thing is hot. Like, it's not about to burst into flames hot or anything like that, but it's hotter than usual because they do put off some heat. All these modems do for Starlink. And I wasn't feeling any, it wasn't just the normal warmth. It was hot. And I'm like, this can't be good. So I get on their troubleshooting thing. I barely have enough cell service. If you don't know, our cell service here where I live is absolutely horrendous. I'm lucky if I can get 1 bar. And then if I do have that 1 bar, it's hit or miss if it's going to work. Which is exactly why I have Starlink, because the cable service isn't very good either. So I was able to get a little bit of service, enough to where I could get on their troubleshooting thing. It's like what do you call it? Like a chat, I guess. You're never talking to a human nowadays, right? Well, come to find out, it's Grok, because of course it's Elon Musk, right? So we go through all the troubleshooting things and this, that, and the other. And finally they tell me, Grok tells me I need a new system. Evidently something's catastrophically wrong or done with mine. Well, if you haven't looked online, even here in the Philippines, the new system is running well over $500 US. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, I'm doing the numbers in my head here, and I'm like, okay, if I spend $500-600 on this piece of equipment and it only lasts about 2.5 years, and at that point it is now under its 12-month warranty, why would I want to run through this again? It might be time to take my chances with a local cable company here again. And so I spoke to Grok about this and explained to Grok, I just don't think it's going to be a cost-efficient thing for me to order another piece of equipment. And finally, Grok comes back and says, update your address with the system and we'll send you a new kit, free of charge. And I'm like, what? Is this a joke or something like that, So I finally had enough. this all happened in a matter of hours, y'all. I was up till dark 30 in the morning trying to figure this thing out and see what I needed to do, right? And it was taking me so long because of I'm on cell service. But anyway, finally got it done. Updated my address with their system, and sure enough, they've got me a new kit on the way. So, on that same day, I was also trying to upload our first travel video of our last travels, the one of the cruise. I think 24 of y'all have watched that now, which is fine. But anyway, I was trying to get that one uploaded that very same night when our Starlink went out. And so as of last night, I finally got my new kit in. It's up and running. I kind of want to do some more stuff with the antenna, get it up a little higher. But right now it's working better than the Gen 2 did when I had the Gen 2 on the mast, on the pole, right? So I don't know. I'm going to let it go a few days and see how it works, and I may just keep it at ground level where it's at. It's not really at ground level. It's on my top deck, my rooftop deck, and so far so good. And I was able to get our travel video uploaded last night, and here I am back again talking to you guys and in front of camera, and I'm going to get this one uploaded too so I can update you guys. Because I know I came home from vacation, I made a video, and then it went silent for a while. Well, I've been without my internet for that amount of time, so without the ability to upload videos. So that's the story behind that. So anyway, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, but hey, it's our best option here where I'm living. And I got to admit, they did me right on this deal. They sent me a new kit, even though my old kit was out of warranty and had shut down. So here we go. So on to topic number 2, guys. So in the meantime, we did a fun run the other day. It was a Sunday morning, something like that. Went on a seven click run there in Hobog for Hobog Days. And we really enjoyed that. Now, it was a little unorganized and long-winded in some parts of it, just trying to get the race started and then the end of it and blah, blah, blah. But, man, it was really cool. Christine actually ran that race with me, and so we had a good time doing it. And we're thinking about starting us up our own running club, because this has become a big thing, guys, here in the Philippines, which is good. I like seeing it. Because if you don't know, the crap food, the processed food is starting to make its way, and people eat way too much of it. And so there has been a little bit of an overweight problem here in the Philippines. It's becoming a problem. And I'm glad to see the fad of people of fitness starting to come up. And this is one way. So me and Christine kind of want to be a part of that fitness craze. Number one, it helps us because we just got back from vacation. Guys, I ain't going to lie. I got about 20 pounds I need to lose. Well, probably more like, 16 now. I've done pretty well, but I got to lose some weight. I've eaten too much in Europe, too much on this last trip, and it's time for me to cut back, start eating good food again, and get back to my running schedule. And that's what we've done. And so part of it was doing this Hobog run. We're going to get into more of it. But anyway, back to our little running club. So one of the things that we're planning on doing is starting us a little running club. And so every club's got its name, right? Well, we're going to name ours the Perabayong Nabao, which means the drunk turtles. Because it's a good chance we're going to get drunk after that run, and we run as slow as turtles. So anyway, that's our plan for that. So guys, yeah, I've still got about 16 pounds to lose to get back to where I want to be. But I really can't complain too much. This morning I was looking up and seeing what the U.S. Marine Corps PFT standards were for a man over 51, right? And, I've got a little bit of time. I need to shave off my 3-mile run, but at 57, I can run a 3-mile run. I did 7K the other day, which was just short of 5 miles. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. And eventually I'll start shaving some time off that. I know I run really slow. Hey, that's just me being a short, fat guy, right? But I need to get my time down to an 11-minute mile. And so I'm pretty close to that already. But once I get it down there consistently, then I know I can still pass a U.S. Marine Corps PFT physical fitness test for my age group. Because I know I can do the planks. I can at least do the minimum on the planks. And I can still do some pull-ups, and I can dang sure do push-ups in lieu of the pull-ups if I need to do it. So anyway, guys, that's where we're at. So for the last item that we're going to talk about today, hold on. Here, we got to put on the right music, guys. And cue the music.
Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Hell yeah, guys. So we are the proud owners of it. Not owners. We have added to our family. All right. So I had to cue the music. I mean, if you watch any of these Belgian Malinois, and I'll pronounce that about 100 times wrong. If you watch these videos on YouTube and stuff, almost everybody puts videos of their dog to the sound of silence, with their tactical vest and all that kind of stuff on. So yeah, as soon as this dog grows up a little bit, I'm going to buy it a new 511 tactical vest, and we're going to tack out and all that kind of stuff. I may even start wearing some camouflage. No, guys, I ain't doing that crap. I think it looks silly. Unless you are in the military and you're working with these dogs in a working situation, or you're in the police work or something like that, man, let your dog just be a pet. Now, it's good to have a guard dog, and it's good to give it some exercise and some training and such, but to train it to be like a police or a military dog, I don't know, just not my thing. I'd rather have a lazy porch dog just like Kikai. And so what prompted this was Kikai. So we've been doing a lot of traveling, over the last 6 months, we've been traveling for 3 of it. And so Kikai has been left in good hands with Christine's cousins and all. We always have somebody come feed her and stay with her through the night and all that kind of stuff. But she has been lacking some exercise because she hasn't had us to follow around during the day. And so Kikai's even put on a little weight too. And so that's why we got this dog, is so that she can have some companionship. She can be the auntie, that she can be the older sister, and help us train this dog. And we love Kikai so much because she's such a good-natured dog. We really hope this dog will be a lot like her, but be active to a degree that will help Kikai be a little bit more active, and then she'll lose some weight, and we'll all be one big, happy, healthy family, right? So that's our goal on that. Now, our dog, which we're naming Espen, which means bear of God, is what it means in Dutch, is a half Belgian Malinois and half Belgian Tervuren. So it's not a pure breed Malinois. There it is. I finally pronounced it right. Malinois. My French ain't no good, guys. But it's half Malinois and half Tervuren. So to find that pure breed Malinois around here, you know, that's not what I was looking for anyway. Don't really care. I looked it up and I was like, man, that'd be a pretty good combination because it's going to have a little bit longer hair than the Malinois because of the Tervuren, and it might be a little bit more laid back, especially since it's a female too. But anyway, guys, I think it's all about training your dog and the owner's responsibility, and to give it discipline and structure and be consistent with your discipline, just like with your kids. I think that's the owner's responsibility to do that. But anyway, guys, yeah, we got a new addition to the family. So there you go. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another video, and we'll catch you on the next one.